Hi, I'm Renabelle DeMillo. Welcome to StyleTrek.com. I'm here with one of our featured designers. This is Sandra Sandor. She is the designer of Nanushka. Hi, welcome all the way from Budapest, Hungary. So nice to see you. You look so happy. So tell us what Nanushka means, first of all.
Nanushka was actually my nickname. My father gave me that name because my name is Sandra.
How close it is to Sandra.
No, it's actually it's not. Okay, yeah. If you want me, it's a long story, but I can tell you. It's because Sandra and I couldn't pronounce it, so I pronounced Sandy, and Sandy was Nani, and then Nani was Nanushka. So it's a long way, but yeah.
Oh, that's great. So how are you enjoying New York? I know that you come here a lot. You know.
Yeah, I come here quite a lot, like 3 times a year. But I really like it. I don't know if I could live here, but I'm liking it a lot.
How are you excited about showing your fashions for the StyleTrek fashion show?
Yeah, very. I'm curious how it's going to be. I'm sure it's going to be. It's going to go well.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Now, tell me about, you've been a designer for a little bit now, right?
Yes, and my first season was Spring/Summer 2006.
So for a while now. So this partnership with StyleTrek.com, how do you think it's going to help your business?
Well, I think since we don't have an online store yet, like it can reach to every destination in the world. Like we've been getting requests from Australia, Hong Kong, even
because of this.
No, like through Facebook that they can I order your stuff, and I always have to say no, sorry, we don't have an online shop. So I think for all designers who are not so well established yet, like they don't have a like an online representation or an online shop for their clothes, I think it can definitely help that way. Yeah.
I mean, now you hopefully will be able to get customers, like you said, from all over the world.
Yeah, yeah.
And it seems, I've noticed that in the fashion industry that there's this sort of movement away from the major brand names.
Yeah.
That people are looking for designers like you know, smaller designers. Why do you think that's happening?
Well, because I think everybody wants to be like express their self, their personality. Everybody wants to be unique as possible. That's what I'm aiming to do, is to target the contemporary, but like, let's say, I have to say now an example, because our stuff, for example, retails between 100 and 150 average. So I think that's a very, like, we're trying to making clothes which are unique, but on an affordable price.
When you're designing your clothes, who is the woman you're designing for?
That's a very good question.
Are you designing for yourself, for instance?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, like I'm definitely the type of designer who wears what I design. So I would say like confident women who know what they want and who are confident with themselves. Yeah. So and who's like. I think it's important, like playfulness in a way, because that's what I would say. Also, Nanushka represents playfulness. Like I like to things, you know, which are a little bit like out of the usual, like how do you say, like taken out of the usual. I don't know. Okay, this is
no, that's okay. So
I can't really
express. So you want to just like have like a different twist.
Yeah, like a twist. Yeah, and also like playing with the proportions, playing with the materials.
So there's always like something a little different.
Yeah, always
it's
something.
It's not like the straight cut. Maybe you know, do a bias or something.
Yeah, but not like over exaggerated. Like always a little like sophisticated.
So very subtle.
Yeah, subtle.
So do you have any design inspirations? Like, do you have a favorite designer that you look up to?
Yeah, I do. There's actually more. I like a couple. I like Hamilton Lang a lot. Preen. There's this English brand, Future Classics. I really like them. So yeah, I like Stella McCartney. Yeah.
Now, did you always want to be a fashion designer?
Actually, no. I always knew I want to do something related to clothes, because my mom was also in the, like, she was dealing with children's clothes, and so I grew up in the world of clothes, but I didn't actually know that I'm gonna, like, I would. Yeah, actually, I would say probably I was afraid to try to think of actually designing, because I don't consider myself as like an artist.
Well, but here you are. You're designing clothes, and you know you're in several
but I
stores,
still don't
right?
think I still don't think I'm an artist.
You're still growing as a designer and as an artist, I should say.
Yeah.
You know, when you first got your first big order from a store, what is that feeling like?
Yeah, it feels very good. First you feel, oh, how am I going to produce it? You know, like, yeah, because that's also a good question. You're like, oh yeah, let's get big orders, but then, you know, you have to have a backup and you have to be on time and all, because if you mess it up, then, you know, they don't want to work with you anymore. So it's a big responsibility as well to get big orders. But yeah, we always manage somehow.
Well, now hopefully with this partnership with StyleTrek, that will help with that part of it too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, this will also open up this relationship with your customers, because now customers will be able to sort of like follow you, in your design process from beginning to end.
Yeah.
You know, as a designer, you know, most designers like to have complete creative control. You're like, well, you know, I like this fabric. Darn it, I'm going to use this
And now
fabric.
we're gonna have feedback
Feedback.
like it's.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
No, I think it's definitely a new thing, and I think it's a good thing. Like I think it's definitely it's a progress in the industry.
Well, Sandra, thank you so much for talking to us. Check her out, right? StyleTrek.com, Nanushka, right?
Yeah.
I'm Rena Beldemilla for StyleTrek.com, fueling emerging designers.